There's a pace here that I'm still not quite familiar with. There's a noise coming from the fridge and a mess that isn't mine. There's a broken chair that I've been
No,
sitting
it may not be
on.
worrying me, but it is discouraging to have rain for the last 10 days. And rain's going to follow me for 10 days more. That doesn't help me get a video out to you guys, does it? But you know, I ain't going to let it worry me. No big deal. I have a covered patio. So, let's get started. Alright guys, so we have a viewer's request video today. I made it very special, but it's also one that some people just didn't know this feature existed. Okay, so today I'm going to tell you how to get Stellarium to control your mount for you. Okay, now everybody knows that I have a Skywatcher setup basically, and I use EQ mod to run everything. But if you had an Ioptron, a Lismandi, any other brand, you can still make this work, okay? So I'm going to make Stellarium move my mount for me. So let's pop over to the computer and see how to set it up. Alright, so we're over here in Stellarium, and the first thing is I'm going to do is make the grand assumption that you all have your mount talking with your computer successfully. Now you can do this with any mount out there, not just the Skywatcher mount that I use. Alright, so we're going to come over to the side control panel and we will go down to this wrench star, which is your configuration window. Go ahead and select the configuration window, and when it opens up you will be on the main tab. Now what you're going to want to do is scroll across the top to the other menus and choose the plugin menu. And you can see there's a whole bunch of different plugins that Stellarium has come up with, but the one down towards the bottom is called Telescope Control. And this is a new one they've added recently. Alright, so what I like to do is I like to have the telescope control load up at startup, so I will go ahead and select that, and then you choose the configuration. And when the configuration menu opens up, the first thing you're going to need to do is add your telescope mount. Alright, so there's several options here for you to use to control your telescope, but I use the ASCOM route. Alright, in the second half of this menu, scroll down some, and you're going to see where you can name your setup. And right now it says New Telescope 1. I like to change that to the mount that I'm currently using. So I'm going to name this one Sirius, since I'm on the Sirius mount. Alright, we'll scroll down a little bit more and see what's next. And right here you've got this option to start connection at startup, so go ahead and select that. This way, as soon as you open everything up, it will go ahead and connect your mount for you. And now we're going to choose our ASCOM telescope. Alright, so this should look familiar to those of you using Skywatcher products. This is where I'm going to choose my telescope mount, and it's got everything available that's already connected available. And I will use the EQ mod ASCOM HEQ56, which is also for the Skywatcher EQ6 and also for the Sirius EQ. Now with that selected, we just hit OK. Okay, and I've got a couple options here. Either I can let the ASCOM drive things, or I can let Stellarium drive things. And this time I'm going to let ASCOM run things for me. And I'm going to say OK, and that part is all set up for us. Now all we need to do is select the new mount that we just created, which is my Sirius mount. So I'll select it and we will say connect. And there you go, my EQ mod is now connected. Now it's been a while since I've used this mount, so I'm going to go ahead and expand this side panel here. and I want to sync where it's located right now as my park position, just for security purposes. There we go. It's going to make sure that I'm not in park, and I'm not. So we say OK. And we'll go ahead and minimize this because we no longer need to see it. And now we are connected. So we'll go ahead and close these two submenus and let's see how it works for us. Alright, so now we need to scroll around in Stellarium and choose our target. Now, typically I use this when I do PhD 2 guiding and I need to do my calibration for my first time. So I will choose something along the east or on the west, about 30 degrees up, to get things going. But first, we need to make sure everything is connected. And that's what this little telescope and bullseye is for. Alright, once I selected that telescope bullseye icon, it gave me a Slew Telescope 2 menu. So I'm going to choose to slew to Procyon. There it is. All you got to do is give it a double click. There you go. Let's get it right on the star here. I'm going to try that double click again. Okay, so now we go back to this menu here. Let's activate it by clicking on it. And I want to slew to the current object. So now that I've selected Procyon, I will hit this connected object, and you'll notice that my deck and RA have both filled in for that target. So all I need to do now is hit slew. And my telescope should start moving, as you'll see in that lower right corner. But it is also slewing in an unusual direction. And this is because I had Stellarium set up at 8 o'clock at night, but in actuality my computer thinks it's 11:30 in the morning. So we are just going to take a photo of the ground at this moment. Alright, as you can see, the telescope is moving across Stellarium, and it should line up right there on top of Procyon. Now keep in mind I haven't done any 3-star alignments or anything like that, so it's in the near vicinity, but it is not spot on to it. Alright, so the next time that you want to choose a different target, just scroll around, double click on a star, have that hit that telescope button down in the lower section there, and have it gather the coordinates so it will fill in your deck and RA, and then choose slew. Now you can always, once you get everything synced up and you know that Procyon is in the middle of your camera screen, you can hit that sync option and do a 3-star alignment program with this. But as you can see, it was really easy to do. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up EQ Mod and park my telescope. And thankfully we did sync our park location for home, and it is now slewing back to home, so I can turn everything off. How easy was it to connect Stellarium up to your mount? It was a lot easier than you thought it was, I'm sure. Now, what I like to do when I have Stellarium on the mount, I typically use it when I'm guiding and trying to do the original calibration for it. I use PhD 2, and you know that when you calibrate for the first time using it, you either need to calibrate somewhere over there in the east, about 30 degrees up, or somewhere over there in the west, about 30 degrees up. And I don't necessarily want to go through all the plate solve, I just want to be in the general area, and this is prior to me doing any 3-star alignment or anything like that. I would just choose a star somewhere over there in the east. I would tell my telescope to slew over to it, and then I would run my PhD calibration to it. And then I'd return it back to home and start my whole sequence of stuff. But as you saw, I just sent my mount basically downstairs instead of up to the east where I had intended it to. That was totally my fault. I had EQ Mod set up to see my computer time, which is, it was about 11:30 a.m. at the time. And I had forced Stellarium to think it was about 8 o'clock at night. Alright, Typically you want those 2 times to align. No big deal. Thankfully I didn't hit anything, so all is good for right now. But it really was easy. If you've already got your mount talking to your computer, you're halfway there. Stellarium made it real easy when they added that plugin called Telescope Control. I let Ascom handle everything for me, and you saw it was just a couple mouse clicks and it was done. Now, if I wanted to do a 3-star alignment with it, I totally could. I could tell it to go over to the Procreon, and then I would start looking at taking pictures with my camera, and I would use my little gamepad controller and my Telrad finder scope over here, and I would get it until everything was nice and centered. And then in Stellarium, there is an option in there that lets you sync points, okay? And that's when you're gonna see your telescope and the star, they line back up, and it's now synced. That's considered 1-star alignment. Go grab another star and do the same thing until you get a full 3-star alignment if that's the routine you are used to using. If you are plate solving, don't worry about it. You don't need to do 3-star alignment because you've got plate solving, and that is like a living dream for us astrophotographers. Alright guys, so if any of you have any ideas of future videos that you would like to see, reach out to me. Send me a message on Facebook or over there on my website is amyastro.com. If you like this kind of video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and hit that alert bell so you know when I upload new Astro related material. Now, hopefully this rain will stop really soon and we'll get out there and do some imaging, and we'll see if we can give you guys some live runs sometime, because I think that would be kind of cool too, just to get the feel of how everything's set up from start to finish, because we do all these little videos of these little bitty pieces, but sometimes you just want to see how does it all work together. So that's in my future plans. As soon as let's say it needs to warm up just a little bit at night. This 30s and 40s is a little cold for me, and I definitely need clear skies to do this. So it's on my radar, guys, but if there's anything else you'd like to see, just let me know. I'm here. I respond fairly quickly to most emails and such, and I look forward to hearing from you. Don't worry, nobody's bothering me, because I, again, look forward to hearing from you all. So guys, I am Amy Astro, and I will see you all in the next video, and I'm wishing you guys some great health, clear skies, and I love each and every one of y'all. Bye, y'all.
I am slipping, and my body's still, but my open eyes are looking. I like it here, but sometimes I just feel like up and leaving. Can't wait to get home. Can't wait to get home. There are footsteps that are loud, they step on my sleeping. I feel flooded and I'm trying to breathe in, but as we drive it all just slides. Nothing quite relieves my mind like knowing I am getting closer. Can't wait to get home. 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 Take on my grind. I need to be here. It's mine, my dime. I can't cease to hold on to. For the most, I don't moan, but this all just hits me like a rock. Can't wait to get home.